I believe that, DCF students and kids, like, the one thing that they fear most is aging out of DCF. And when that happens, they feel like, they're just going to be dropped on a concrete slab someplace and be like, okay, here you go, here's the world. So I think they need something to ease them off of DCF.
My name is Kyle and I'm 16.
My name is Victorious and I'm 15.
Jaquan, I'm 15.
Brianna and I'm 17.
My name is Adriana and I'm 17.
My name is Alexandria and I'm 17.
I'm Draven, I am 16.
I'm Jeremiah and I'm 19 years old.
Kiri Alexandra and I'm 18.
Well, I mean, like, you don't want to be homeless. You're 18. When people say 18, you think, okay, I'm going to move out. I'm going to start my life all by myself. What do you do when you're 18? You don't have a home. You don't really necessarily have a family. And what if you don't? Like, in some circumstances, people don't have anywhere to go, not friends, nowhere. So I think there should be something for someone to fall back on to catch them so they don't have to fall. So they still have, like, there's always a safe place to go. There's never, like, you don't have to fall and feel that hardship.
Helping us get set up for our actual, own pay for it ourselves apartment and our own bank accounts and getting everything situated so when we do age out, everything is there for us already. We can go about our life the way that DCF intends us to do and be success stories for them. If when I age out, my hopes, my dreams is that I'll have, a bank account that's situated, I'll have my job ready, and I'll be able to move into an apartment so everything is on track. So I don't really have to struggle. I don't have to go through, thinking about, will I have food left, or, I know DCF does a really good job of helping us find jobs and stuff like that, but to continue that even while we're going in through care would be perfect to kind of help us.
Like how to spend your money wisely instead of like just spending every time you get a check, how to save your money for like specific things.
I think that DCF children especially need mentors, because I know I have a great mentor behind me. She doesn't always tell me everything that she likes about me. She does tell me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that is helpful to have somebody on your back, but not necessarily in a bad way, but to be your cheerleader, but also to tell you when wrong is wrong.
I see myself probably in school.
I see myself in college majoring in pre-law and theater.
I see myself in a college, most likely university, fulfilling my dream of music and things of that sort.
5 years I'll still be in college.
Yes, I still see myself at home. Hopefully I've already have a bachelor's at least and happy with my family and settled.
College, no doubt.
I see myself in 5 years as a professional chef.
5 years from now, I would like to imagine myself coming out of college and somehow getting into some type of criminal justice program.
I think I need just a lot of support. A lot of support from peers and from my worker and from everybody around me. Because without that, I don't know if I can be able to do it. Because I don't know, going up, I'm very insecure about myself. And so a lot of people, when people tell me I do good things, I believe in it. And so I think I just need a lot of encouragement. My worker is really supportive. He pushes me to do my best in school and outside of school and to do everything that's necessary and to take advantage of programs he provides me with. And my foster mom does it a lot too. She's very supportive, so that's great.
I'm pretty hands-on. I think I really don't need much help because I can do it. Not that I can do it on myself, but I mean, I know how to take care of my grades and everything. I know what I need to do. But for some, if they don't necessarily know, what steps they need to take, and they fall behind and they don't have what it takes. Not they don't have what it takes, but pride helps them from asking for help. So maybe just like if they don't have that parent, help be there for them and keep them on track and take their bumpy road to success.
They thought what was best for them was they went to go live with their aunt.
Mm-hmm.
but after they realized they should have stayed, but they didn't. Like, you know how some teenagers are, they don't feel like admitting to their wrongdoing. So she was like, she's gonna try her best to do it. She's currently 20. Like, she's still doing good, but she still wishes she was still in DCF. At the time, like, you know, she was 18, she wanted to stay, but on her 19th birthday, like a few days after she turned 19, she wanted to go with her family. It's like, you know, there was nothing wrong with this, so she like signed out of DCF, and she went to live with her grandmother. But, you know, her grandmother was still having to get on her own 2 feet, and, like, you know, she's old, so she has to, like, provide for herself and her now. So she was still in DCF, so DCF could help her with what her grandmother couldn't. I think it's because they think when they're in DCF, I've been in DCF for a while, they're, like, stuck. Like, they can't always do what they want to do. Like, they're not forced, but they just can't do certain things. So when they age out, they think, now we can do whatever we want, you know, now I'm free. But when they leave, then they realize they don't have all that stuff that they actually needed once they age out.
Make sure that you support us for what we do and not be so like that's a foster kid, and we're all unique in our own ways, and we all need to be treated in our own ways and not just like the typical foster child.
I would tell the commissioner that I would love to have more programs out there for more DCF children or anybody who's in the DCF programs, because it'll keep people knowing that, yeah, we have a voice, yeah, we are getting somewhere, and just because we're not really having a lot of meetings, it doesn't mean that nothing's being done. Everything's being done, and it just takes time before it gets better.
I just think that we need to make it easier for a transition into foster care or into DCF care, because it's just hard going from one life setting to another. So just make it easier for like younger kids and even older kids, because they have a hard time too just going into the care and going into DCF custody. Basically set them up with like a network of people that they know that they can trust and know that they can come to if anything is like wrong, or if they need some type of support, help, or like that's not going their way, that they can talk about with somebody.
I think probably to be more understanding of circumstances and maybe helping like create better. Not that there's foster parents out there they're necessarily bad, but like I think that sometimes some people get stuck, and like even if they cry for help, they're still stuck in it, and that maybe sometimes we're ignored because we think we're older and we can like deal with it and like it's okay, but sometimes it's not okay. Like you get stuck in like a sticky situation, and you just don't know, you really have no one to go out to call for help and to help you out, and you're stuck in this hole. And sometimes you just, even your workers, some people I hear that their workers aren't even there for them, and I'm not saying that they're bad workers and I'm not saying that they're bad at their job. I just think that maybe if people could step out of their own shoes and just look at it for our eyes, like, you know, if you're a little kid, it's maybe easier for you. It's still going to be hard, but you're older and you're growing and you're still seeing everything and you have a greater understanding, and it hits you harder because you're just ultimately older, and the way you just see everything is just ultimately different.